Good morning. It's May 14th, Saturday. Um, just wanted to make my vlog. It's been a week that I've been at the new site, so I wanted to talk about that a little bit. And, I started Monday, I showed up, and I'm working my normal 8 to 5 hours. But I talked to you know, the guy who's, I guess, is technically, I guess, my boss. Um, he explained, I guess, a little bit what he wants, what they expect out of me here in the site. I thought I was going over to be the print, but I don't think he wants me to be an operator, meaning he doesn't want me to do jobs over there. I think he wants me to basically, supervise, I guess. They're trying to put me, I think, in a leadership role. And like I said, I was, anxious because, you want to make a good impression and stuff. And I got my computer and stuff on, I think, on Tuesday, Wednesday. I think it came Tuesday, and I hooked it up on Wednesday, and I got my phone by the end of the day. So I got my computer, I got a desk, and I got a computer and stuff. Now I just got to be hooked up. But what I want to do on Monday, what I'm going to do on Monday with him is I'm going to sit down with him, and actually I'm going to write it out exactly what my job function is, because there's times, I think they got me over there for multiple reasons. I think they're like I said, the poster part. I think I mentioned this in one of the vlogs. What I did in Hoboken is we did posters and stuff and magazines and stuff. And since there's no Hoboken print shop anymore, that's kind of transitioning over here. What they were doing, since April, since we stopped doing posters in Hoboken, they were actually doing posters in New York, but not at the site that I'm at now. They were doing it at an off-site facility in the city. And but now the plan is that they're measuring and stuff. And I even went back to Hoboken on Tuesday, and I took pictures and stuff and took measurements. They're gonna bring the poster operation to the basement where I'm at right now, and they're making plans. And my boss, he went over there on on Thursday. Yeah, he went over there on Thursday, and he took measurements and stuff as well. So the plan is they're gonna ship everything, and they're gonna arrange for it to come over. And basically, there's gonna be a lot of movement and stuff. They're gonna move all the stuff, so the posters are gonna be done out of New York. So basically, what I'm there, I'm gonna show them, with my years of experience on how we run posters and stuff, and we're getting pricing and stuff for the posters and all that stuff. It's gonna be a kind of a work in progress, I think, too, as well. But anyway, the main thing is he told me that they don't want me to actually be an operator per se. They want me to basically, I guess, monitor the print shop, I guess. Yeah, and I guess be in charge of it. But what I want to do with him is, my boss, I want to sit down with him on Monday, and I want to tell him, listen, I know what you told me, but I want specifics is what I want. I want to lay it out so that way I know what I'm doing during the course of the day. I think I pretty much know, but I want to get in depth with him. So I want to just go over it with him. I want to sit down with him and say, listen, when I come in the morning, what you want me to do is do A, and then do B, and check C. I want specifics, so that way I know exactly what I'm doing throughout the day. Because there's moments when I'm just basically sitting at my desk, just looking at emails and going back and forth. And I'm also helping guys in the print shop as well. I was showing them how we did booklets in New York, because we're going to be doing that here. And they finally had a guy come over. The Xerox guy got the machine right where it's supposed to be, and I was helping with that, and they were showing me how to do that. Because I think I'm gonna have to strike a balance, because what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do what his expectations, my boss, which I think, like I say, he just wants me, I think, to make sure that they're doing their jobs and that everything is working right. So what I'm gonna have to do is just like pop in there, because it's not. It's like we're in an out of office. The print shop is right there, so all I got to do is just go in there and basically talk to them, ask them how it's going and stuff, and what jobs on the queue, see what jobs on the queue and everything else, and make sure everything's going right, and basically learn the operation and how they do things, which I think I have an idea but I want to write it down so that way I know what I'm doing at all points of the day. That's basically what I'm doing. I don't want to feel like I'm floundering, wondering what I'm going to do. Basically, is what I want to. That's why I want to sit down with him and get specific, because I don't want to, because I'm going to tell him, listen, I feel sort of anxious because I'm sitting there, not, and I even help them order supplies as well, because I used to do that at my my shop before, so I helped them order some supplies. The guy who normally does it in New York, I was helping him, walking him through it, and I was also contacting Xerox with the supplies thing too, and I was also contacting the vendor, because they had some excess supplies they want to send back and get credit for. I was helping with that as well, talking to the vendor and going back and forth with emails. But I want specifics of my job so that way I know what I'm doing at all times. And like I spoke to my old boss. I sent him an email and I asked him how was it going, and he asked me, he told me it was going good for him, and he was asking. And my boss is a good guy, and he asked me to feel free to reach out, and maybe one day I can visit his site because he works in the city, and he's a good guy. So like I said, I told him I'm going to try to give this job a shot. I'm not gonna. I was really negative about going here because it was change, and change is difficult. But I was trying, I'm going to try to give this job a shot, and I'm gonna give it a shot, a legitimate shot, and not, because sometimes the first instinct is to run, and stuff I don't want to do. I want to see if I can handle this, and maybe it's a new challenge, and maybe I can flourish with doing it. Maybe I can. So I'm gonna legitimately give this job a shot. And the one thing I also noticed too, because like when I was working in Hoboken is sort of, for those who don't know, you know, Jersey from New York, Hoboken is sort of like in the suburbs, I guess in a way. It's not in the suburbs technically, but the area where it is, the job, Hoboken, it's sort of suburban in that way. But I noticed that when I'm working in Manhattan now, there's just so many people because I'm working in the heart of Manhattan, and it's just so many people. When I go to lunch, I go outside, the building because I like to get out, during lunchtime and just see, walk around. It is so congested. I go to the city usually when I go to the movies on the weekend and stuff, but during the weekdays it's so congested with working people and tourists and stuff. It's really congested. But I get a good work. I get a good walk. I walk. You know, the subway and stuff. I gotta do more walking around and find a particular place to eat. I'm scared to eat off the food trucks that are outside. There's food trucks outside the store, outside the building I work at, and other building because it's Manhattan. But I really don't want to fight it because I remember that my the dude I used to work with, Nelson. When he came over to the New York shop like a couple of years ago and ate off one of those food trucks, and then he got violently ill the next day. So I'm not eating off one of those food trucks. I'm not going to do that. This week I ate at Subway. I think 4 out of the 5 days. I think one day I ate at McDonald's, but I don't want to do that regularly because it's Manhattan, so it's pricey, and I don't eat McDonald's normally anyway. Subway is okay. They have, but I don't know if I want to. I gotta find a place. Maybe I can find a place that's like a that has like a buffet thing. I gotta walk around and look and explore. I'm gonna do that. So, but anyway, enough of the work. Okay, that was. But I wanted to just get that out there. Like I said, I was just feeling anxious at my job, just because I want to make sure that at least I give this job a fair shot. I don't want to, I don't want to just say, what, this is not for me, and just resign and get unemployment and then look for another job. I'd rather at least give it a decent shot, and see if I can find my niche. And maybe, like I said, the people are friendly. Debbie's friendly. I know a lot of the guys that work in the print shop already. So I want to make sure that, the people are okay. I just want to find the right balance and make sure, at least I give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I want to at least give it a fair shot and not turn tail and run, I guess is what I want to say. I want to give it a fair shot. Okay, so, I'll, give it a few months, and if I'm finding my groove, maybe I'll find my groove. And like I said, I know a lot of the people there, which helps. And I just got to get used to the way they do things and stuff. And and I'm going to depend on. I'm going to start asking a lot of questions. Is what I'm going to do. I think, but specifically on Monday, I want to sit down with the boss and who tell him, listen, I want to make sure I fill the day with stuff. I want to make sure I know what I'm doing from point A when I come in. During the course of the day, I want specifics from you. So I want to make sure I want to feel like I'm contributing. I don't want to feel like I'm anxious and I'm waiting around for you to give me something to do. I want to actually, do the stuff that I'm doing and exactly explain to the guys that are working in the print shop, say this is my function and I'm here to help you. And, you know, but I think I got to find a balance because I think, like I said, he doesn't want me to be an operator in the print shop. It's like I thought I was when I was going over there, but I think he wants me to basically just manage the print shop. So basically, what I have to do is talk to the guys and find out what they need and get used to the jobs that they get and stuff, and then hopefully fill in on a pinch when one of them go on vacation or something. I think that's what he wants me to do. Well, I think I may have to do that, maybe on a slip slide, that part of it, like when he's not there. But I have to try to find the right balance because and get used to the personalities. Okay? But anyway, enough of that. It's been 11 minutes of me talking about work. Anyway, I'm not going to the movies today. The only new movie that's coming out is that George Clooney and Julia Roberts movie, which I really just that sounds a little too preachy for me. I don't want to see that. I'm looking forward to the X-Men movie, which doesn't come out next week. I think it comes out the week after that Memorial Day weekend. It comes out. Okay, and I scheduled me to take a day off next Friday. That's another thing I got to talk to my boss because my computer came over and I don't know if I'm still hooked up to the Hoboken where my day off request goes to my old boss instead of my new boss. So I got to make sure he gets that and knows that I want to take Friday off, and I'm going to see my brother next weekend. So I'm gonna with my sister. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm just gonna work 4 days next week, and then you know then come back, and then the week after that Memorial Day weekend, I think we get off early that Friday, the 27th. That's the way we worked in the Hoboken. I think New York is the same. Everybody, it's early closing. The company, it's a company thing. So you just probably work like 4 or 5 hours, and then you're off for the long weekend. Okay, so I just want again, I'm gonna sit down with my boss, and I keep repeating myself, but I'm gonna sit down with him specifically and write out my job function. I want to write it out so that way I know. So you do this at point A, point B, and introduce the guys. Exactly. So that's what I like. When I'm working, I like to know what I'm doing at all times. I was feeling a lot of anxiety because I was not knowing what I was going to do from point A to point B. Like I said, Friday, I was, I did a little computer work and all that stuff and helped, one of the ladies gave me her, things for ordering shirts and we're going to go around and I want to talk to them about another thing that, because there's people that don't want to wear the company shirts, but I think they're not going to have a choice in the matter. I really don't. They're talking. One of the works is talking about a boycott of the shirts, but I don't think it's going to do no good because I think that's a Williams Lee policy thing. So as much as I don't want to wear the shirts either, I think we're going to lose that argument. I think we really are. I think as much as I don't want to wear it, because especially on my other site, I was wearing the regular dress shirt thing, but now I think they want everybody to wear those ridiculous looking shirts that you've seen in some of my videos, the blue shirts with the shirt's going to be ridiculous in the summertime. But anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get up after I upload this. I'm going to get up, I'm going to eat, and I'm going to watch a movie, and I'm going to pay. I got to pay a few bills, and do movie shopping again. I'm going to do a little movie shopping online, Blu-ray.com. I know a YouTuber told me about that. I'm going to look online, Blu-ray.com. He said it's a good place to order movies. I can because, like I said before, I'm just totally disgusted with Best Buy. So maybe I can order movies online now from Blu-ray.com. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and then go food, go food shopping for the weekend, get back in the house, and probably watch another movie, and then and also I uploaded 2 videos last night. I did a reaction and review to the Assassin's Creed trailer. That's on this channel. And I did my a video on my Paul's Views and Opinions channel about Agent Carter being canceled and Supergirl moving to the CW. Okay, so again, I have the other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. The link is in the description box down below. You can check out the that video about Supergirl and Agent Carter, and I also did a video earlier in the week about Jon Snow being alive. That's on Paul's Views and Opinions. That's on that channel as well. I think I got about 35 videos on that channel, maybe 34. I'm not sure about that. And I also have links to my Facebook and my Twitter as well. And normally, what I used to do on my Twitter account, I used to take pictures of my lunch, which now that I moved to New York, I'm going to try to do that again. So I'm doing it again. But like I said, this week was just me settling in to the new place and trying to get my bearings. So once I get settled in, I'm going to continue to do that. Take pictures of my lunch and commenting on it and stuff. And like I said, the only good thing about being in the city is that I'm next to Bryant Park. It's down the block from where I work, and it's a park where you can hang out. You can eat your lunch there. So I don't know if I'll start bringing my lunch, because Manhattan is expensive. So I may be bringing my lunch with me and then just coming and just going out in the park and take my phone and I like to watch ESPN. ESPN. I like to watch ESPN First Take. For the hour. And just watch that. Sit out, eat, and just watch that, and just enjoy the weather and enjoy the scenery. Because again, lots of beautiful women in Manhattan. So the women are all out there, and that's another good thing about working in Manhattan. Just all the beautiful women you see in the city. It's a great thing. Anyway, so again, look for. I should have 2 reviews of 2 movies. I'm going to try to watch 2 movies today and upload those. Also, like I said, I'm gonna hold another contest now that I'm in New York. And the thing is, I get home, when I leave at 5, I can get home like 5:50 or whatever, like 6 o'clock. And I just want to once I get into my regular routine, hopefully I can do that. And I want to talk to the guy I work with, Nelson. I used to work with. He came back to the old job site because he texted me and told me to have lunch. So I'm gonna try to catch up with him, text him, and see what he's doing, because I know he's supposed to go visit his brother or something and go on vacation with his wife. But I don't know if he did those things. But basically, he was supposed to take the summer off. He said, see, he can afford to do that because his wife works and she makes a lot of money, so he can afford to be unemployed for a while. Like I said, I'd rather not do that. But I'm also going to keep my options open. I'm going to check my emails and stuff, which I haven't done in a while, to make sure if I got any job offers. I put my resume on Career Builder, and also I got to check with the Williams Lee thing, because I applied for 2 jobs before I transferred over here, and they told me one was already filled, but they never got back to me about the other job, which I think is BS. I'm thinking a little shenanigans with that may have been happening. So I want to make sure that I'm covered, which is why I want to call Human Resources and make sure the other job that I applied for, whatever happened to that, because they never got back to me about the other one. So I want to make sure they're not trying to, because they want me in New York. They didn't, I want to make sure that things are up and up. Okay. Anyway, this is probably the longest vlog I've done. And I apologize for the length of it, but I had a lot to vent about, I guess. So anyway, everybody have a great weekend. Okay. I'm going to try to enjoy the 2 days off. And, when I get back to work, I'm going to try to do what I say and, get my job specific details out, so, feel like I'm actually, doing something, without, wondering what I'm doing from moment to moment. I want to plan my day out, basically is what I want to do. I want to make sure that I'm following through. And like I said, the guys that were working in there, they're all friendly and I know them. So, I met the new guys there, but I know some of the guys that work in there. So it's just a matter of getting used to them, and and I want to explain to them once I know what I'm specifically doing, what I'm doing, so they don't say, "Where's this dude? Why is this dude coming in here?" I want them to know. Listen, this is my job. Rufus explained it to me. The new boss explained it to me. So I'm just explaining to you what I'm doing, so you don't think, "What the hell is this new guy coming in here telling us what to do?" I want to make sure we're on the same page. So, okay, so there we go. Okay, so Again, everybody have a great weekend, okay, and enjoy yourself. Get out there. I'm gonna watch some movies and relax, and it's just good. It's good to be off, okay. In fact, I was real nervous for this week for, you know, being my first week at the new site. So I think, like I said, luckily the people all there have been really super friendly, so it's a good thing. Like I said, I know some of the people already, which helped, make the transition easier. That I knew people and stuff, and I know some of the people that work in the building that I did jobs for when I was in Hoboken. So gradually, I'll meet them and stuff. And I think the main thing is they want me to get to know the people that we're doing the jobs for as well. So I think that's a process, and that will happen once I start hanging out in the print shop, not working, because I don't think he wants me to be an operator. That's what he told me. He just wants me to, so I can hang out with the guys in the print shop. But I'm going to try to sneak in, doing some work as well when I'm in the print shop, so that way the guys don't feel like I'm monitoring them and standing over them, but I'm actually helping them at the same time. Okay, and like I said, I'm a worker. I like to work, so this is an adjustment period, but I also want to, help them as well as much as I can. So anyway, that's it for this vlog. This is my longest vlog ever, probably. Uh, so everybody have a great weekend. I know I said it before. I'll say it again. Have a great weekend and take care. And this is Trepacer saying so long. Take care.